Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we will discuss VSEPRT stands for Valence Shell. Valence shell electron pair repulsion theory, and it was introduced by Gillespie and Nyholm. They describe the shape of molecules, and shape of molecule is dependent on the repulsion factors. Repulsion between electron pair of a central atom. Means how many electrons are present in a valence shell. There will be repulsion that will decide the geometry or shape of molecules. On the basis of repulsion, molecules are of two types. One having regular geometry, one having irregular geometry. So first is symmetrical or regular geometry. Second is unsymmetrical or irregular geometry. The molecules having only bond pair around central atom, and there is no lone pair. And third condition is if side atoms are same, those molecules possess a symmetrical geometry or a regular geometry. For example, we have all have only bond pairs. There is no lone pair, and there is a side atoms, and side atoms are same. So these molecules possess a symmetrical geometry. But there are two exceptional cases. XCF2 and XCF4. They are symmetrical, but still they contain lone pairs. Why they are symmetrical? Because xenon fluoride is linear and XCF4 is square planar. So linear and square planar both are symmetrical geometry. These two are the exceptional cases of symmetrical. They must be unsymmetrical, but due to presence of linear structure and square planar structure, they are symmetrical molecules, or they are having regular geometry. Just opposite of it, if the molecules in which lone pair is present or side atoms are different, they possess unsymmetrical or irregular geometry. For example, now these molecules are having lone pair or side atoms are different. As we can see, CH3Cl, hydrogen and chlorine, two different types of atoms are attached. So these molecules possess unsymmetrical or irregular geometry, right? So what is the repulsion order? lone pair repulsion is maximum, then lone pair bond pair, and least repulsion is observed in bond pair. Why lone pair repulsion is effective? Because of their free electron nature. They are not attracted to other atoms, they are just free electrons, so they repel more strongly. Second is lone pair bond pair. Bond pair is bonded electrons, so a decrease in repulsion, and bond pair they are bonded electrons, so repulsion is least. This will decide the geometry of molecules. So there are some rules, we will discuss one by one. Rule number first is, if hybridization is same and no lone pair is present around central atom, then bond angle is same. For example, we have CH4, SiCl4, PbI4. They have same type of hybridization. All are sp3 hybrid orbitals, and there is no lone pair present in all these three. So bond angle is equal. Right? The regular geometry is tetrahedral. And bond angle of tetrahedral geometry is 109 degree 28 minutes. This is rule number first, when hybridization is same and no lone pair is present around the central atom. Rule number two, on increasing percentage as character in hybrid orbitals, bond angle increases. For example, we have sp3 hybridization, sp2 hybridization, and sp hybridization. Percentage as character. Percentage as character is highest in sp, and its bond angle will be highest among these three. For sp hybridization, bond angle is 180 degree. For sp2, 120 degree, and for sp3, bond angle is right. sp hybridization molecules will have a 180 degree bond angle, highest bond angle. This is rule number 2. For example, we have to compare these three molecules, CH4, BF3, and CO2. CH4, sp3 hybridization, BF3, sp2, and CO2 is a sp hybridization. So bond angle of CO2 will be highest. Right? This is rule number 2. Rule number 3. If hybridization is same, on increasing one lone pair, bond angle decreases by approximately 2.5 degree. For example, these three are sp3 hybridization, but what we can see, in ammonia there is one lone pair, in water there is a two lone pair. So on addition of one lone pair, bond angle decreases by 2.5 degree. So the bond angle will be hybridization is still same, but bond angle of water is highest. Why? Because it contains, sorry, bond angle of water is least. Why? Because it contains two lone pair. So order will be this. Rule number 4 is if hybridization is same number of lone pair are present, but side atoms are still same, then on decreasing electronegativity or increasing size of central atom, bond angle decreases. Let us understand with the example. We have the hydrides of group number 15. All contains one lone pair and all are sp3 hybridized. Hybridization is same and same number of lone pairs are present. Third condition, side atoms are also same. Then decreasing electronegativity, as we know, down the group electronegativity decrease. So electronegativity of ammonia is higher. Second, we can see down the group size increases, so bond angle decrease. Let us understand why it is happening. Electronegativity of nitrogen is highest, so these bonded electrons in around nitrogen there are three bonded pair of electrons. These electrons will be attracted towards the more electronegative atom. Nitrogen is more electronegative, so these electrons will be attracted towards nitrogen. As a result, there will be repulsion between lone pair and a three bond pair. This molecule will expand, bond angle will, the higher bond angle is large here. But bismuth is a metal and metal is electropositive, so electronegativity of hydrogen is highest here. So these electrons are now attracted towards hydrogen. As a result, bonded electrons are away from central atom. Bonded electrons are away from central atom. So there will be decreased repulsion between these lone pair and three bonded pair. So this molecule will not expand, it will collapse. As a result, its bond angle will be least. right? If central atom attracts bonded electrons and lone pair is present, then there will be repulsion. But if central metal is not attracting the bonded electrons, there will be least repulsion between lone pair and a bond pair. So this molecule will not expand, right? This is rule number 4. Rule number 5 is rule number 5 is just opposite of 4. Now hybridization is same number of lone pair again, but now we have central atom is same. On decreasing electronegativity or increasing size of side atom, bond angle increases. For example, central atom is same, NF3, NCl3, NBr3 and Ni3, right? So bond angle will be higher in Ni3. So that is complete valence shell electron pair repulsion theory with the examples. Thank you.